Hello and welcome everyone to our Aptivata virtual remote demo. We're going to give it a couple of seconds for the views to start rolling in, for viewership to increase, and then we're going to get into the fun stuff of this live stream demo. What you're experiencing right now is our Aptivata virtual remote demo, and we have an amazing agenda ready to go for you. We have a little walkthrough and a little bit of an explainer. I'm just using the first few seconds for people to start rolling in so we don't cover anything and have to go back. But it looks like our numbers are increasing, so great. Let's go ahead and get started. Something that we didn't mention in our communications, but I want to mention on the live stream is just for being here and filling out the form, you do have an opportunity to win a $5 gift cards to Starbucks. We're actually going to be giving away 5 of those. So if you fill out the form, then you're automatically eligible to win. And after the call, what we'll be doing is reaching out to you via email to get the best mailing address for you, because we know most people are working from home right now. So if we send it to your office, chances are it'll sit there for a while. Hopefully not for too long. As much as we love working from home and serving you from home, we do miss our office setting here at Aptivata. So great, looks like we got some good numbers in here. So let's go ahead, like I said, and get started. If you have any questions or comments during this, feel free to comment those in the YouTube section there. After you fill out the form, you should be able to comment as if you're watching a live stream on YouTube. If you're not seeing that for any reason, just be sure after step 3 you click I'm done, and that will bring up the comment section there. So ask questions. We'll be addressing those on the call if you have any. But the purpose of this is to show you how a virtual live remote can look for you and for potential clients. Um, so to begin, what is a virtual remote? This is a virtual remote. And in fact, in a few minutes, I'm going to be bringing on our one of our co-founders, Creighton, and we'll talk through some of the use cases that he sees as he thought of this idea and put together the team to build it. But the idea behind it is to replace that experience that we can't have right now by going to a business, talking to the business owner, and interviewing them about their services and products. So using live stream tools, you are able to interview the businesses, the business owners, the your clients, and help continue on those remotes that you're familiar with doing, that your audience is familiar with doing, and really build on that experience virtually like we're doing now. We just don't want your business to skip a beat. But like I said, it's a digital version of a live remote. It's giving a place where people can have that remote experience from the comfort of their own, and safety, most importantly, safety of their own home, and be able to participate in some of these events here. Um, with that, the way that it works, the way that we've built it within Aptivata is right now we take a YouTube live stream link, and the phrase I use is marry it to our Aptivata entry form. So if you're familiar with setting up a sweepstakes in Aptivata, the process is super easy. You can still ask for email, first name, last name, any sort of qualifier data. You can even still put in, a survey in the form. You can do bonus entries on step 3, like follow on Instagram, follow on Twitter, visit websites, and so forth. So that entry form experience is still there. But then what we've done is we take the YouTube video, place it on top of that form, and you can use that form to gate off the stream, just like you experienced. So in order for you to view the stream, you fill out your information and you're good to go. You're off to the races, as they say. And then what it does is it provides that live stream experience. So the YouTube chats and comments, it provides that for your viewers. Um, so that's how it works. You can tie in several third-party apps to give you kind of this interview experience. The one that I'm currently using right now is one called StreamYard. Basically, I set up the live stream through StreamYard. I'm broadcasting it to YouTube. Then I have the YouTube URL that you guys are watching on our embedded page. And then if you're familiar with setting up any contest within Aptivata, you know that you can embed them to your websites, and you could even, as an added service, offer the embed code to your sponsor's website as well if they have a large following that they want to place it on. And really, get people to your site. We know that it's important to have visitors to your website. The time spent on your site is important. And so these live remotes, or these live virtual live remotes, help you accomplish those goals. But yeah, a few of the best practices, and then we'll get into our very special guest, Creighton, one of the co-founders. A few best practices out of the gate. As we're learning more about this experience, you can kind of experiment with shorter live streams. So let's say 30 minutes to an hour. We did see in one of our beta tests, it was used for a town hall, which was a lot of fun to watch. And that one went for an hour, and it kept people engaged because the content was really interesting. They were talking about the SBA loan. So it's important to have an engaging host, an engaging interviewee, and so forth, if you want to keep people around. You can also do the live stream over an extended period of time, and people can kind of come and go as they please, just like they would if you were having a live remote at, let's say, an air show. Your talent is there for 4 hours. I'm not saying to stream for 4 hours, but you get the idea. People can kind of come and go as they please. And then with that, they can enter during various portions of the live stream. So you can pick winners during those various points, which is what we'll get to now. We do have our first question. We'll address that in just a little bit. I believe you can all see that on YouTube right now, so we'll address that in just a little bit. But first, before we jump into bringing on Creighton and talking more about this experience, let's pick our first winner for the $5 gift card to Starbucks. I know we could all use a little boost right now. So that's being done behind the scenes. As we do that, let me pull in Creighton, and we will announce our first winner. If you're new here, we are picking winners to win Amazon gift cards to show you how that functionality can work within the live stream app. So without further ado, here is Creighton Green. How you doing, Creighton?
Doing good. Yeah, just still stuck in the guest room in my basement. So I'm still here.
The story of our lives. Well, we have our first winner. It's announced. It's Alexander B. from CY Radio Group. Congratulations, Alexander. We will hit you up for more information. So yeah, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the idea behind this. Why now, and why is it important?
Yeah, it's because things shifted so quickly on all of us. So as we have definitely been keeping the communication going with all of our customers, it was super clear right away that some of the first revenue that dried up was the revenue attached to remotes. And so as that's done nationwide, like big market, small market, that disappeared quick. And so that revenue that was attached to those events dried up, and we looked at it as an opportunity to try to build something that could fit that need. So as we talked to a bunch of different GMs and sales directors and AEs, it was pretty across the board, like clear to us that they still wanted to be able to pull something off. They couldn't go set up a table and a spin to win wheel and take the station truck or van there. So we needed to come up with a digital way to do it. So since the beginning, like a remote, that goal is to drive foot traffic and to drive leads. And it's really easy to do the lead part of it and to build an audience on digital. So what we've done so far, and this is phase one, like the idea here is to keep building onto this product. So phase one was that we would build a registration gate. Yeah, just like you said earlier, Tim, like very similar to the sweepstakes, where you could have people just put in some basic first name, last name, email. They could register with their social media accounts. And that was an opportunity to collect leads for that business or for that advertiser. And so it's built now just how you explained it, where it could live on the station site. You can promote it, drive traffic to it via email, social, on air. People come to that page, they have to register, and then they get to participate. Well, the registration part of it is going to be very valuable to the advertiser, because that's where they can ask a few questions like, are you looking to buy a car? Or are you employed? Tell us about your situation. And then they can take that group of people and filter them out and get them over to the advertiser as part of the package. And so we're having fun with it, right? Like, we've only tried a few of these. It's in beta. This is a beta test in a way. As we get it out into the hands of customers, just like our other products, we'll get the feedback, we'll adapt, roll out some new updates to it, and hopefully we can keep enhancing this as we get used to this new lifestyle. But even after, like, let's say we all get back to work, like in our offices, things are normal. The cool thing about doing the digital version of this, there's less overhead to it, right? And it's more trackable. So let's say you were doing a remote and you had, I don't know, 50, 100 people come by and fill out their name either on a clipboard or an iPad or whatever it may be. This is a better version of that. And so, yeah, we're excited to see how this gets used after all of
For
it.
sure.
So there's definitely value to it. We built it quick because of our current situation that we're all in.
Absolutely. There's that famous quote that necessity is the mother of all invention. I probably butchered that, but you get the idea, right?
Right.
So let's pick another winner real quick. Let's keep this thing going. And while we,
Starbucks on,
that's right, Starbucks on Creighton.
well, maybe not personally, but
And while we do that, let's go ahead and address our first question. I think you kind of touched on it on um, the beta. We pushed this out real quick. So Trevor asked, YouTube seems to require the visitor to have a channel created to be able to comment. Is there a way to integrate a separate chat that doesn't require that?
yeah. So right out of the gates, we are using the YouTube live comments tool. We have some really cool stuff coming soon using some other solutions as well. So just to get something out there quick, we are pulling in a lot of the features of YouTube. And yeah, to comment, it is going to require a YouTube account. But look forward to like this next version that's coming to open up some flexibility to that. Because yeah, I understand exactly, Trevor, that YouTube has certain limitations, and we don't want to be married to just one platform. On that note, really quick, as you look at this as a station and running a remote, right now we're integrated into YouTube, right? Like, that's where we're pulling the live stream from. But remember, there's a lot of other tools that can be used to get it to YouTube. So if you've ever used Google Meet or Google like Hangouts, you can publish a Google Meet to YouTube. If you use Zoom, you can publish that to YouTube. So you can use other tools to get it to YouTube. And right now, the one that we're using is a product called StreamYard. The reason we're using this one is the ability to bring in comments, like when Tim brought in Trevor's comment, but then also to brand it. So there's a lot of options for branding and little overlays. So whether that's a logo for an advertiser, or maybe it's station branding and logo, you can get really creative and make this video stream pretty fun and have different graphics and overlays and stuff. So StreamYard it's super cheap. We have a little partner program with them. Like, we can get you a really good cost on that. But if you don't want to go spend any more money on one of these solutions, then yeah, use Zoom, use a free Zoom account, free Google Meet account. Skype, others have other ways to push to YouTube. So we can talk through all those different scenarios with you guys one-on-one.
Great. So our winner, thank you for that feedback. Our winner, Creighton, is Irene L. from Spanish Broadcasting Systems in Chicago. So congratulations, you are our second winner. For our third prize, I have hidden a green egg somewhere behind me. The first person to comment in the chat where that green egg is, uh, we'll identify it. I know where it is, so go ahead, and if you can find that green egg, then comment in the chat. You'll be our third winner. We'll get your information after the call. Trevor had a nice follow-up. He said, we're looking, and I'll just pop it up here actually. Might as well show everyone. We're looking to market to a Harley Davidson client, and I don't think their customers will normally have a YouTube account. So that's fine. You don't have to have the comment feature on your live remote. In fact, in the settings, which we're not really going to get into the setup side of things, it is super easy. And once you show some interest, we can work through that. But in the settings, you can actually turn the chat feature off. So all that you have is this video, and you're still collecting that data. And what's cool about that is what our town hall partner did was they actually asked a question 24 hours before the live stream went live. Then they were able to download that information and present those questions to their guests. So that's one way to get around the YouTube comments scenario. Okay, we got, oh, sorry. Okay, who do we have here first?
Found that Easter egg quick.
Holy cow, I might need your help on that one, Creighton.
We should have used a smaller object.
Let's see, bottom right above books. It looks like Jake Nichols was our first guy. Thanks. That was a lot of fun, everyone. All right, we have two more to give away, so don't lose hope yet. We kind of touched on this too, but can you give me some examples on how you see this best used for TV and radio, and even non-TV and radio people? Mm-hmm. Anyone can use this. I've used it personally, just playing around. So.
Yeah, well, two things. Like, you're going to be replacing like traditional remotes where you've gone to the business, you've set up your tent, your booth, your table, whatever. So there's a need for it because it's something that's always been done. We're just shifting it a little bit to offer a digital version, and to offer it using tools that are already out there. So instead of us going and spending months building a live video streaming product, that's why we looked at YouTube and others to integrate into those first. Mm-hmm. So anyways, let's talk about some examples. So think of like times we're listening to local radio, and I can think of a number that come from like sports radio stations that I've listened to where they are either at a burger joint, or they are at a mattress store, or they're at a car dealership, or one of those. And you notice that in those remotes, there's always that opportunity for the business owner or that salesperson or the manager to get on and talk about specials, talk about different offers or coupons or whatever it may be. And so this is a time to really rally around the small business owners and the advertisers that you all have, to make sure that we can give them a voice to talk about how they are still operating, and those that maybe because of just different rules in different states and social distancing and lockdowns. I think of restaurants, right? There are a lot of local restaurants that have adapted to do curbside pickup and carry out that maybe never had a drive-through, but now they're offering a certain part of their menu for curbside pickup. This is an opportunity to feature those kind of people. So get them on and talk to them about their current situation. The community wants to rally behind small businesses. And so I think this is an opportunity to feature those businesses and drive revenue to them, and then to share in that and bring in some new revenue to the station. And so those are some of the use cases. I think it's still do what you've always done, just do it in this kind of a format. And so you have your on-air personality, like let's say it's you, Tim, and you invite the business owner on to talk about, I don't know, their specials and what's going on, and use this as an opportunity for them to market themselves to your audience. And there's value in it for them, for the audience, for you as the station. And so, yeah, hopefully that helps explain that.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's perfect. As you were talking though, I noticed a great use case for why it's important to collect streamers' information. It comes from Emma Lynn's Craft Corner. She asks, "I'm sorry, did you say that the StreamYard has a cost associated with it?" And then, or whoever this is, they follow up. "This is my daughter's YouTube channel. LOL." So here I am thinking I'm talking to Emma Lynn's Craft Corner, but really we're able to collect your information through signing in to view the live stream on our website. Uh, there is a free plan. It is heavily branded with StreamYard's logos. If you don't mind a duck logo, then it is free. But yeah, there are costs associated. Super cheap, and reach out to us. We do have a URL that you can use to get some money off your first month, and it is month to month too. We don't have any sort of affiliation with them. We've just used it and we like it, um, and so it's easy for us. We do have that partnership link.
And we tested a few, and we talked to a number of stations that already used StreamYard. And so we wanted to try to find a platform that some of you already use. But just know, like, if you're not looking to have it branded with your logo or the advertiser logo, or you don't need to bring in comments to feature, and you just want to do a quick little split screen type remote, you can do that for free. Like, there's ways to run that through Google, through Zoom. We have a number of options that we can show you. And so if you don't have the ability to go sign up for StreamYard, don't worry. Like, there's other ways
Right.
around it for sure.
Absolutely. And I mean, the most basic way is to just hit live on YouTube and grab that link and connect it to it. I was having that conversation with one of our partners this morning where even in the future, when social distancing isn't a thing, she was asking, could we, bring the laptop to location and have us both hanging out? In fact, I'd prefer interviewing that way, Creighton. The only time I've seen you is once in a parking lot, and we didn't even get a give a high five. It's been like 6 weeks, I think now. I don't know. I don't even know how long it's been. Um, any other questions for Creighton and I? He's answered my questions, so he's off the hook there. We do have two more gift cards to give away. Um, we do have a comment here. It says, I'll pull it up. "I feel like we understand the idea, but we need to see what it looks like and how to utilize it to make a decision if we want to move forward." That's a great comment. What do you have to say on that, Creighton?
Yeah, hopefully this can demonstrate what it is. And so we're also making a video of all of this behind the scenes. And so really the front end for your listeners, all it is you're going to drive them to a URL on your site. So if it's, xyzfm.com/live, you're going to drive them there. You're going to post that on social, you're going to email, you're going to talk about it on air. And once they're there, that's where they end up on this landing page. And the landing page is the registration. So it has the little video player, and it says, to unlock this stream, register now. And so they register, and once they're in, it unlocks the stream starts to play. And I want to bring this up really quick. We've had a few questions of like, well, hold on, like, if it's streaming to YouTube, couldn't somebody just watch the stream on YouTube without even registering? Or if this is also being published to Facebook, couldn't they just go over to Facebook? The idea here is contesting and lead gen and registration. And so even if they're over on Facebook or YouTube, during this broadcast or during the little remote, mention it. Say, hey, hold on, go over to our station site, be sure that you've entered, because we're giving away these Starbucks gift cards, or we're giving away this prize or this coupon or this promo code. And so during it, you're going to keep pushing people back to your URL to drive web traffic to your site, and then to actually get the stats. I mean, it's nice to know on Facebook and YouTube how many people watched the stream,
Mm-hmm.
but what's even better is for both you and the advertiser is to know who watched your stream. First name, last name, email, zip code. Maybe there's an opt-in to a newsletter. Or maybe I was asked this the other day, if your advertiser has like a pre-roll video that they've used, maybe you make that required. So they have to watch a quick 10-second video in order to access the stream.
Mm-hmm.
So think of all the ways, like in Aptivada sweepstakes and contests, that we do like bonus entries and all those other actions. So opting into emails, watching videos, following on social, all of that can still be placed into this registration form to unlock the stream. So I guess to explain what is it, it's a video live stream that has a registration gate. that is all packaged together onto one page that lives on your website. And that's the goal, is have them go through your website to get to it. And that way you're collecting data, you're building your audience, you're building the audience for the advertiser. And then once they're in, it's the fun, interactive live stream where you're talking about questions and comments. And so, yeah, it's just marrying the two together. So you have video live stream and Aptivata registration and contesting. The call to action, the reason they are going to want to watch or tune in is hopefully some sort of a prize or information. Like Tim mentioned, we did a really cool test where there was a town hall, and it was a someone from Congress, and then you had like someone from the SBA, and anyways, it was really cool because they could ask questions about these business PPP loans and the SBA and how it works. There's no prize, but they had close to 100 or more businesses that attended and asked questions. So a lot of ways to go about this. Just like you have very different remotes based on your advertiser. If it's Harley Davidson, or it's a burger joint, or the county fair, whatever it may be, you can adjust to fit those needs.
Right. Absolutely. That's great insight. Got a few more questions rolling in. This is great. Thank you guys. Trevor Rose asks, is it built so we can use Facebook Live? Again, this is version 1.0. It is something that we're investigating. YouTube was the quickest and easiest to get not only the video, but the comments. But it's coming. It's coming. So keep that in mind. This one is just kind of an overall type question here from Brianna, and then we'll announce our fourth winner. She says, have you seen higher traffic participation when the link is housed on the radio station's website or the client's?
So the one that we've done a couple tests. The one that I think of was just on the station site, but just know that it's flexible to live in both places. So if there's an opportunity to maybe charge a little bit more, or you need to throw in a little extra for that client, then just know it can live in two different places at the same time. All of the registrations are going to funnel into the same bucket. And I saw another question that asked, with you registering to watch the stream, just like contesting, that's like automatically put into a pool, and then you can pick a random winner. So just like we've been doing for the Starbucks gift cards, anybody that attends and registers is also entered to win. So that's what's nice, is we added on all the contest elements as well to this product. So you can do a live stream, have the registration, but have all of the contesting tools like picking winners and stats and all that stuff.
Great segue, because we're going to announce a winner right now. Andrea S. from Columbus Radio Group. Congratulations. And all of you who have been announced will be emailing you for your information. We have one more to give away. We have a few more questions, and then we'll let you guys get back to your busy days. From Emma Lynn's Craft Corner. Just kidding. She's she's iHeart in Denver, so she identified herself there. When you unlock the stream, I might as well just pull it up. I forget I can do that. When you unlock the stream by entering your info, are you automatically consenting for your info to be shared with the client?
We would do that with some sort of an opt-in or a little checkbox. And so just like you do for newsletter signups, you would want to add an additional little opt-in that just lets the person know that is going to be shared. We like to be upfront and transparent with that.
Absolutely.
I saw another question. Sorry, I'm grabbing.
You're good.
I'm also looking at it.
No, you're good. It's easy. It's all on StreamYard. It's all right here. So real quick.
That's why.
Real quick, before you get into that, a best practice would be to have some sort of producer that's feeding the host and the guest. So, because you might notice I'm typing a little bit because people are saying, hey, do this, hey, do that. But so have a producer. Anyway, back to you, Creighton. Oh, you're over here.
Just do it all. And
yeah.
So there's a question about kind of the front-facing stuff. So we do have some marketing material that gives you some ideas, screenshots and stuff of what this looks like front-facing to the listener. And then, like I said, we're also working on a video that we're going to roll out hopefully today that shows that whole process, just the flow for a listener of okay, they go to the website, there's a landing page, they register, it unlocks the stream, they comment, they interact. And so we're going to be pushing out a few more items like that. So anybody that has registered and that's watching right now, we'll be sure to, that was cool, Tim. We'll be sure to email you more information after this. But for those of you that have worked with us and know us, call us, email
Yep.
us, like log into Aptivata and start the little live chat. Our whole team's here. Like we're ready to help. Yeah, we're working from home, but we're here, and we can jump on really quick and show you a demo. Or if you're in the process of selling it to an advertiser or looping in an advertiser, let us help. Whether that's
Mhm.
the presentation, the sales materials, if you need us to jump on a call and demo it, we're here to help you out as a partner.
Right. And right now, readily available to you, I just pulled up a little one sheet. We do have a sample sales deck. So if you're trying to wrap your mind around that, we have that available. We'll email that out for the more sales focused attendees. And then also, if you're an existing customer, you can see our help section and how to set it up. So that'll give you an idea of just how easy it is to really get this going. So let's see if there's any more questions. We'll wrap this up. We got one more. How many cams can you have in the window with YouTube? Our morning show has about 5 people. Will that work with YouTube? Do you want to snag that one?
Yeah, for sure. So I did notice a few, like, let's say 2 days ago, 3 days ago, Google announced that you can now have up to 16, like in a Google Meet. So if you were going to use, let's say you're going to use the Google Meet product to get all 16 people on and to publish it to YouTube, then yeah, you could have up to 16. You could do 5. In StreamYard and Zoom, yes, you can have 5. You have multiple people in. Well, correct me on with Stream. I know for Zoom, of course, you can have more than 5. So it's
6.
on StreamYard.
Yep.
Okay. So, and even with that, like reach out to us and let's talk through like what is the best fit for your station. So whether that's based on budget or how many people, we've done a lot of research into all of these and like the pros and cons of each. And so hit us up, tell us your story and what you're trying to pull off, and then we'll point you in the right direction to either make it so it's, low cost or free.
Mhm.
Or, because StreamYard is what, I don't know. You
It's
might know.
20. The service we're using right now that allows us to do like our logos and we could have done some overlays. So maybe we'll have some overlays for you. So tune in tomorrow. We're going to be doing another one of these as well. So be sure to let everyone know. Um, yeah, it's $25 a month, and it's month to month. So easy. That's an easy price point to wrap into the overall package. One other best practice that I forgot to mention at the top is I would say, like with this one, I made it unlisted on YouTube, and as soon as this is over, then I'll make it public for the recap. And what that'll do is it'll make it hard for people to find the stream if you don't want them to, on say YouTube or Facebook and so forth. But after the fact, you can have it live on your YouTube channel to show what they've missed out on, and if there's another one coming up, you can use that to promote the next one. So make that unlisted. If for some reason you've found this and didn't have a chance to enter, I'm going to go ahead and show the link where you can enter right now, because we're going to pick our last winner. And so, yep, we'll have it's right here. Sorry, I'm just trying to like figure out where to point. And if you haven't entered yet, be sure to hurry and do so. All it is just you filling out the form and enabling the live stream. So let's go ahead and jump into announcing our final winner. Any last words, any final comments on this one, Creighton?
We're here to help. So yeah, hit us up, phone, live chat, email, any of it. I don't know if there's, I guess you could send us a DM on Instagram.
Yeah, we're there.
We're on TikTok. So a lot of ways to hit us up. So yeah, reach out to us if we can be of any service on the sales side and putting this together as a presentation, or walking you through how to set it up, or even helping you find the best solution to generate this video, whether it's a split screen or 5 people. Yeah, we're here to help.
Great. Well, I appreciate your time, away from the helm of the ship, helping us out here. I know you're a busy man. So let's go ahead and announce our last winner. It is Lisa S. from SBS New York. So a couple of SBS winners out there. Congratulations, Spanish Broadcasting System. So let's see if there's anything else. And looks like we got some good feedback. So we'll end on a high note. Thank you so much, Creighton, and thank you everyone for joining this live stream. Again, there is another one tomorrow. It starts at 1 p.m. Eastern. We're in Central Time, so I always think it's Central Time. So 11 Central. So, or we're in Mountain Time. What the heck am I thinking? I don't even know what time it is anymore.
Crazy 6 weeks. So, well, I'm just gonna get back to Frozen 2 and some Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Creighton. And hit us up if you have any questions. Support at aptivada.com and have a good, safe rest of your day. Thanks, everyone.
See you guys. Bye.